I was actually telling these guys, we were walking around Samford University where I went undergrad, and I was telling them about stakeholder theory and how that's like impacted my entire career since I left Darden, and thinking about how everything that you do impacts everything around you, and especially in a business. And that's like kind of the ethos of the World Baseball League is like, how can we positively impact communities through baseball? And bring communities back together through baseball.
You know, I remember growing up in the South in Georgia.
That's right.
And I went to segregated schools. We were integrated schools when I was here. But usually on Saturday night, the African American community had a baseball team.
Yeah.
And we had a baseball team. With kids that had played in high school and stuff. And we played it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it was we didn't really have any issues integrated
of course
schools
not
or anything.
Yeah,
but we sort of knew each other and played, and there are moments of tension as there are in any baseball game. But it was very cool.
I
don't think I appreciated that until I moved away. You know, we were just sort of in it. It's kind of
right, it's like just what you do. It
was part of the community.
So Rickwood Field is the oldest baseball field in the world, and it's in Birmingham, Alabama, which is where I live now. It's where I went to undergrad too, and it started off, because of the connection to the steel industry. It was modeled after Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, built in 1910, and then was just sort of a minor league stadium, Southern League stadium for a long time, and then was a Negro League stadium in the off leagues. And so Satchel Paige played there, Jackie Robinson played there, Willie Mays grew up blocks away from the field, and this actually was kind of the inspiration for the World Baseball League. As I was at the Major League Baseball played a game there this summer. It was a Cardinals-Giants game, and I was sitting there and I'm like, it's in a community that like definitely needs help, and I was like, why aren't we playing baseball here all the time? Like this will build this community up. And then from there I was like, actually, this is true in communities all across America. And so I'm like, gosh, like, I've helped build this like pretty successful consulting firm, but like, it's time to go and do something. Yeah.
Consulting is a great gig, but it's not something to grow old in.
I think you're right. That's kind of.
I tell me that when I was just starting. I was working for a consulting group at Wharton, and for 5 years, and this guy was in his 50s, and he was clearly stuck.
Yeah.
And he said, Ed, consulting's just not something you want to grow old.
I think that's right. I did.
And since I'm old now, I can truthfully say, I haven't done that.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I was at Parthenon for over 3 years, and then left.
That's the last time I may have seen you was when you were here
recruiting. For sure. Yeah, or maybe Zach and Sarah's wedding.
Oh no, Zach and Sarah's wedding.
Yeah, right. I actually talked to Zach about this, and you should convince him to help me out with this. He listens to you more than he listens to me. Be a PhD student.
Be a PhD.
Well, I think
I will mention this.
But the two of you, look, he could do his PhD thesis on the creation of the World Baseball League, and how it impacts stakeholder theory. We could figure out a way to work it in.
Right.
But it would be cool.
Yeah.
But like as part of the reason these guys, do you remember Nathan Glow? So Nathan's son was born 2 years ago with a rare genetic disease called ZTTK, and it impacts only 250 people around the world. And so I'm dressed like Forrest Gump now with the Forrest Gump hat, and I'm running across from Alabama to Boston. That's what we're doing. So we're road tripping up to raise money for that. So. And get to see them, and then we're going to run down Lansdowne Street on Saturday next to Fenway.
Cool.
It's great to see you. I'm so glad. I was just going to show them like the faculty offices. I'm so happy you were here.
Well,
this is where you are.
Well, supposedly you're redoing the building for some reason, and I think this office goes. I think they're putting up some kind of big entrance in. But I'm only going to be here for 2 more years.
You going to retire?
After this. Yes, 75 is enough.
What are you going to do?
Same thing. I just want to get paid.
You're so good at it, though.
The retirement game is like, work hard all your life at a really shitty job, and then enjoy your golden years when your body's breaking down. I love what I do. So
no.
That's not it.
I mean, this guy. I mean, I'm telling you, like, this guy was absolutely an inspiration, and like, you know, coming, and you probably remember this. Like, I was a school teacher before I came to Darden, and you know, I was a little bit hesitant about the business world and like how and how you'd be able to help and impact people, and I think you were one of the people that really gave me hope that, like, even through, and actually business is actually the catalyst to help the most people. And it has to be because of the way our economy works. And I think, you know, what I've learned over the course of the last 10 years, it doesn't matter what clients I'm working with or building my own businesses. I've realized, like, oh, like, I can have a super positive impact and more of a positive impact because, like, it's pretty capital constrained when I was a teacher. And also the impact was smaller. I mean, important, but smaller.
Businesses have to want to have an impact, and they have to want to be responsible for what they do.
That's right. Yeah.
I spent 40 years pissing off people on the left and the right. People on the left think business couldn't possibly do anything good.
Right.
So this Freeman guy, he's sold out.
Right.
People on the right think I'm a communist because I think business needs to be responsible.
Right.
And I don't know who's in the center now. I think it's just people trying to...
It's me.
It's
me,
well,
frankly.
No, I think it's people trying to put together the worst ideas of both sides.
Yeah. That's right. It's like
I don't really have a political tribe anymore. That's good.
Well, I actually, when I came up with this idea, I was basically like, this is like the perfect place to apply stakeholder theory because you're going to be in communities. You can act responsibly from the beginning. You can still make a lot of money, and it is a highly scalable business. That's not a tech company. You know what I mean? Because that's the issue. Is like, in baseball, and you probably know this because you're a baseball guy and you're a business guy. Like, baseball was the original franchise model. You know. I mean, it's like everybody now. I mean, we work with all these private equity firms, and they're like, "Oh, we want to buy you franchises or whatever." It's like baseball was those were the franchises, and that's how we're going to set up the league. It's going to be the teams are going to be 95% owned by either entities or individuals, and the league will retain 5% and have right of first refusal when they sell, and 10% of revenue comes back to the league. That's it. Simple.
My grandfather was a catcher in the Georgia-Florida League.
Oh.
Now, I never knew him. He died before I was born. But
that's amazing.
I think that's why I ended up
latched on
for a living for several years.
You were a catcher too?
Yeah.
Me too.
I wanted to run the game, you know.
Same. I'm too ADD to not be the catcher. Yeah.
It was very, very. We'd have 10 guys maybe on our high school team, and when and I either pitched or caught, and when I pitched, the other guy caught, and when he pitched, I caught. And you know, gaudy numbers, but it was Class C in Georgia.
Yeah.
High school. I figured out I probably could have played professionally, and I might have been a good single A or double A player. That would have.
What? You were that good?
Well, no, I don't know.
I wasn't that good. I played competitive high school, but
that picture in the Metrodome. We actually rented the Metrodome to play when I was in University of Minnesota.
Wow.
Somebody knew somebody. Who could rent it for $10 an hour. $10 an hour, yeah. So there are a bunch of us.
That's crazy.
And all I want to do is hit one out. Right?
Yeah.
I just want to hit one ball in my lifetime out of a major league park.
Did you do it?
Warning track.
Oh.
The left is 343 feet, and
I can't hit a ball that far.
I had warning track power, and plus you couldn't get anybody to throw the ball hard.
You got to throw it hard to hit
really
it that far.
Hit it,
yeah.
You know? And these guys hadn't played baseball.
Yeah. Our high school field was 330 down the lines and 390 to center, and I mean, even in practice, I think I hit one ball out. It's just so far.
So when I came here, I started playing 40 and over. And if I caught 9 innings on a Sunday, by Thursday I could walk again.
Yeah. I kind of feel like so. I mean, I quit after high school. And then when I was in college, I was playing a pickup band in basketball, and I tore my ACL, MCL, and both meniscus. And I feel like I've sort of like fixed all of that, but I've been like, I've realized, like, in creating the World Baseball League, the intention was not like I need to play,
right?
But I've realized, like, I'm the president of the World Baseball League, like I have to play. And so I've been like, I mean, we were throwing. Me and James were throwing the other day, and I was like, I mean, we probably threw for 30 minutes, and the next day I'm like, man, my shoulder is killing me.
I still play handball. And,
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are about 8 of us that play. Handball is one of those games where nobody, if somebody's under 60 and is playing,
Yeah.
you taught them.
Yeah. I would love to play. I'm always interested in sports like that.
But it was the 2 guys who are best in our group are 80.
Wow.
Yeah. And handball's great because you play with both hands.
Yeah.
You hit it with both hands. So as long as I can still do that, you know, the various
keep it going.
Injuries are just stuff you deal with.
Yeah. What are you working on now?
I just did this book right over there called The Feeding Dengue. That's brand new. It's about dengue fever in Indonesia. One of our alums, George Tahia, his family business decided they wanted to figure out how to deal with dengue fever.
Wow.
And they took them 10 years to develop this project, but they figured out how to reduce incidence by 75%.
Wow.
And that's kids.
Yeah.
It kills kids.
And it mostly impacts Southeast Asia. Is that right?
No, it's now in Florida,
Wow.
Texas, and California because there's global warming.
Hot places. Yeah.
You get the mosquitoes. They come in the mosquito can lay eggs and they can be dormant for over a year.
Wow.
They hit a drop of water and
Wow.
they'll hatch. What they did, they figured out how to put a bacteria inside the mosquito somehow called Wolbachia, which is everywhere as a bacteria, and the Wolbachia prevents the spread of the dengue virus.
Wow.
And so it's so when you release a population of mosquitoes, you get the population. So you release a couple of 100 million Wolbachia mosquitoes.
Yeah.
A couple of 100 million. They breed with the wild mosquitoes, and they transmit the Wolbachia virus. It's like a good STD.
The first good STD. I like that.
If you get the population of mosquitoes up over like 80%
Yeah.
of Wolbachia mosquitoes, then dengue cases go down.
Wow. That's
It's
incredible.
just remarkable. They published the science in New England Journal of Medicine.
Amazing.
And all I did, I had nothing to do with that really. All I did was write the story.
You write the book. Can I have this?
Sure. Yeah.
Can you sign it for me?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I will read it. I'd read so much.
you do.
I read like 60 books a year.
Yes.
It's amazing. Oh man, I love being back here. I miss Charlottesville. I stayed with Russell Davis last night. You remember him?
Yeah.
I stayed at, we actually all 3 of us stayed at his house out there. I'm excited. My reunion is in April, so I'll be back. I'll see you soon.
Oh, good.
It's so good to see you. I'm glad I
Good to
ran
see
into
you,
you.
man.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Okay. Take
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Take care, Dennis.